Hey, good morning. I am Colette Butler. I would love to know who you are. Put your name in the comments if you get time. But I got tea. I got some tea. Literally. And I want to talk to you real quick about this guy named Zach. He was a rich guy, but he was short. And this famous man was coming in town. I'll tell you who the famous guy is in a minute. But real quick is because I just wanted to share this story with, because I want you to know, right? So this rich guy named Zach, he's got all this money he would give to the poor, and he would always talk about how he didn't have to steal no money, how he didn't have to scheme to get his money. He was always talking about himself, very prideful. And this rich dude was coming into town, and he wanted to get to meet him. He wanted to get closer to him, but because he was short, he could not get to this famous guy, right? So he decided, well, because I can't get to this famous guy and he really wanted to get to him, that he decided to climb a tree. Yes, I know. A grown man climbing a tree to see somebody famous. He had to really want to get this dude's attention because he's in a tree. I get it. You short. Nobody's going to be able to pick you up to see him. So you can't get through the crowd. So you climb this tree, right? Now, you watching this famous guy and you watching him get close to you, right? This guy is coming closer and closer and closer to you. And as this guy is getting closer to you, you're becoming frantic. He's coming my way. Have you ever imagined wanting to meet somebody? For some reason, a lot of people want to meet Beyonce. I have no idea why. But anywho, you want to meet a star or a famous singer or famous gospel singer, or it doesn't matter. But you have somebody that you just adored. You've watched them from afar. You've watched them for a while, right? And you want to just meet them. Okay? So here it is. Oh, here. Oh, that's my fabric. Look, that's my pillow. One of my pillows. But anyway, meeting a famous person would just like really make your day, right? Okay. So this is how he was. He was frantic because this famous person is getting closer and closer to him. Man, I can imagine that. I love Diana Ross. What is that? That is good morning, Walters. I love Diana Ross. Can you imagine meeting the person that you admire, or the person that you always wanted to meet, that famous person? Well, Zach, this rich dude, really wanted to meet him. He really wanted to meet this famous person, and he's up this tree. He see this dude coming his way, and he's excited. He gets frantic, and guess what? The famous person noticed him. How can he not notice him? And this grown rich man then climbed a tree to see him. So the dude, he notices him up in this tree, and he tells him, like, come on down. I'm going to your house. I am going to go to your house. Come on down out of the tree, right? Can you imagine meeting? Can you imagine meeting somebody you always wanted to meet? You do something that's extraordinary, out of the ordinary to meet them. You go above and beyond to meet them. You do something that somebody else is not willing to do to meet them. You decide that I can't just be in the crowd. I have to stick out. The vast majority of people that want to meet somebody with money or want to meet somebody that is famous, they don't stick out. They don't allow themselves to be known. They just stand in the midst of the crowd, and you get lost in the crowd. I have to admire this guy, because this guy actually did something nobody else did. He climbed up a tree, and if you were in the presence of somebody and you wanted to meet them, what is your extraordinary? What is your extraordinary? What would you do to make yourself known to that person? Would it be by your yell? Would it be by what you wear? Would you wear something that people never expected you to wear? How would you stand out in order to be noticed? Are you just doing the same old thing everybody else is doing? Or are you letting yourself be known in the midst of the crowd? This guy let himself be known. Then this famous man said, "Come on, we're gonna go to your house." Now, I don't know what Zach thought the famous guy was gonna do, but Zach had all this money. He was rich, so I'm sure he could lay out an amazing spread. I'm sure he could feed him. I'm sure he could buy him. But the guy was famous. He didn't need him to buy him anything. But what Zach did when the guy went to his house, he ended up, prideful. Talking about, again, I give to the poor. I help people. This is what I do. This is what I do. I don't scheme. I didn't have to take anything from anybody. I didn't have to take their money to get my riches. I'm wealthy because of who I am. Braggadocious, just bragging. Now, why would this rich man know about you bragging like that about what you have? Don't nobody care about that. But he decided, I need to let him know who I am, how I got my money. And this famous dude wasn't even concerned about that. But then something interesting happened. This famous man ended up telling him, none of that mattered. I entered into your house because I'm famous for healing. I'm a healer. I'm famous for saving people because I'm the Savior. I'm famous. I'm known. I'm for delivering. I come to your house today to set you free, to offer you healing, to offer you deliverance, to offer you salvation. How many people came in your house to give you something money could not buy? Money could not buy what Zach needed. Zacchaeus needed something that his money could not give him. So what happened? God sent Jesus to give him everything that he was missing. If there's some things that you're missing in life, deliverance, salvation, healing, Jesus is the one that can meet you right at your house. Take him home with you. Don't leave him outside the door. But Jesus can give you everything that you stand in need of. Whatever you're missing, God got it. Bye. Have a good day today.